Saturday Night Live and Local. We're going to have one heck of a time tonight. Let me tell you who we got on tonight. We got Bobby Stalker from Real Steel and many other bands in the area.
Hey, John.
And we got Wags. And tonight is going to be some songs written from the deepest, darkest crevices of their mind. And it's Halloween. It's going to be a good time. You guys are wound up. Hey, welcome,
ready.
you guys.
Thank you so much.
Glad to be here.
Oh, man, it's going to be a fun night. It's already been a fun night just tuning up and getting things ready here with you guys. It's a lot of fun.
Always is when you're around Wags.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's going to be a
Keep you
crazy
laughing.
night.
Let's rip.
I mean, this is like being, well, I won't say it.
Yeah.
Anyhow, I'm going to start with you, Bobby, and then Wags, you just interject anything you need to interject while we're
We'll
talking.
let the boy handle things right now.
Okay. We're going to have a good time anyhow. Hey, Bobby, I know you've been just about everybody that I have talked to on Saturday Night Live and Local has mentioned that Bobby Stalker has been in their band. So you're like,
Mercenary.
mercenary. Okay. That's a better word than what I was thinking. I was thinking
I know
like
what you were
prostitute
thinking.
or something.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah.
But anyhow, when you were young, who influenced you in music? Was it a parent or?
My mom listened to a lot of music, everything from Pavarotti to Pink Floyd,
Wow.
Waylon, Willie, Johnny Cash were big. Joe Cocker was a big favorite of my mom. So growing up, I didn't really realize all these categories of music as a kid. I just thought everything was cool. So which was really cool. And then I gravitated to the drums in third grade because there was a kid down the alley from me that was like 5 years older, but 5 years when you're like in third grade is ancient,
Yeah.
And but he had a set of red sparkle J.C. Penney drums that he played. And I used to get down there and watch, and my mom was friends with his mom, so I'd sit and watch, and I just thought they were like the cool. I mean, it was like an instant.
You weren't thinking of Gretsch or anything.
Oh, no, I was just thinking red sparkle, white heads, and like it sounded really cool. So I started badgering my mom for, and she bought me a snare drum then for Christmas, I remember. And I would try to play it like with the radio, but I stayed on her, and I finally got her to get me a drum set. It was called the Liverpool Compact because of Ringo,
Yeah.
And it was actually made by like Remo, but and I pounded on them for a while and got in fifth grade band and stuff like that. And then I got like a regular set of Ludwig drums, real drums. And, one thing led to another. I just played drums and raced motorcycles all the way through school.
Flat track?
Yeah,
motorcycle?
flat track.
Yeah.
And did both those things. And like at the end of high school, I kind of went with music, because I figured I could do that my whole life and get paid and live.
And not get beat up on
not
the
get
track.
killed. But I mean, I'm still a huge fan of racing.
Absolutely.
I go a
Me
lot
too.
and everything. But so then I just started playing in, bands with local kids in I grew up in Newcomerstown. So the first people I ever played with was a guy named Gene Bellings, and Wags knows Gene, and his dad had a band.
Wags, are you still here?
Oh, yeah, we're just sucking it all in right now.
Okay, sorry.
But Gene's dad had a band called Buckeye Playboys, and Gene's brother Sam was in the first rock band in Newcomerstown called Fire, and it was Keith Malloy, who a lot of people around here know. He taught at Pavlov's for years, and he's in a band called the Hooligans around here now. But
Okay.
it was me and him and Kelly Berkshire that ended up being the bass player in Shock Paris.
Okay,
Got,
Great bassist.
Yeah, he got on
yeah,
MCA
Jan Roll.
and with Jan Roll. That's how I met Jan, through Kelly. and
Great
stuff.
drummer.
But,
Oh,
great drummer. And so that was my first band called Angie's. Then we had Bruce Rodocker in there after a while too. And Keith went with Spring Heeled Jack. So then we brought him in. But that was like my first band to go out and make money,
Yeah.
Me. Did Gene have a short stint in a Public Outcry?
Yes, he did. Then Gene was in Public Outcry with Wags for I think one gig,
Yeah.
or something like that. But he had a 200-watt Marshall
Good
Major.
dude, though.
stack.
He is a nice guy.
Yeah, and a Flying V. And I still,
200-watt Marshall
200-watt Marshall Major, right, Wags?
Full
Yeah,
stack,
it was
full stack?
loud.
It was really
Oh,
loud.
I bet. Yeah, that was cool. Back
Well, he bought it because he thought Blackmore.
Volume equals rock and roll.
yeah. Ask Hendrix, he knows.
Oh, yeah.
So that was my
we can't, he's
first.
dead.
Then I let's see. I'm trying to make this concise so it don't go on forever because it could. But then I got in a band called Brass Knuckle.
I remember.
That was me and Tim and Greg Martini that are in Badstone,
Right.
and Eddie Kilpatrick.
Yeah.
And he played bass in this band instead of guitar. And we played at the Wind Chasers a lot, the Galaxy in Kent,
yeah. Forgot
Ramones,
about that.
Trippers, Filthy McNasties in Kent. And we did a lot of the same stuff. A lot of it that Badstone's still doing, like a lot of Kiss, AC/DC, Quiet Riot, Rat, like hard rock metal kind of stuff.
Hair
Great
band.
cover band.
Yeah, it was fun. That was back when 18 was the drinking age, and
3-2 beer.
yep, and the Wind Chaser was jam packed.
The windbag.
Other things, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were some good days.
It is Halloween.
But then after that, this band had
Candy corn.
I ended up hooking up with Scott Smalley and Dave Hasselbach.
Oh, yeah.
And
Dave.
then we ended up getting this guy, Paul Claff from Cleveland. We had a couple other guys first in this band called Real Steel.
Big
Yeah.
Daddy.
Yeah, Big Daddy.
Big
He
Daddy.
just texted me today wanting your number.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's hope he's coming up to lay some solos down.
Yeah. So then we formed this band called Real Steel that got pretty popular. And we moved to Cleveland then, and we have an album that's even out. Well, it's not really out now. It was on a reissue label.
Well, can I play a song off of it?
Yeah, sure.
Let me look in our archives here and see what we got as far as Real Steel. I know we have several. And this one was a popular one, Never Mind the Money.
Yeah, that one was on the MMS North Coast Buzzard Track compilation, Song 1 on there, and it got a lot of airplay. As a matter of fact, for 2 weeks, it was the most requested song on the Rush Hour. WMMS 1.8 million targeted listeners, and it was the most requested song for 2 weeks, even more than Extreme. What was that Mellow Extreme tune? Remember that big hit they had? It beat that song out, so we felt pretty good about that.
I try not to remember that song.
I know, me either. Only words.
Yeah, I try to forget that thing.
But so it was pretty popular. We did it live from the Empire on MMS at midnight on a Saturday night. And
Cool. Yeah.
So, that was the first tune that kind of broke us out a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, that was a popular tune.
No, this thing rocks.
Hey, before we do that, Wags, it is Halloween. And we're going to go into this song here, and can you play us some deep, dark metal?
Foreboding riff.
To take us in. Get it, Wags, get it. It's Halloween. And here's some Real Steel. Never mind the money.
Awesome, man. Beautiful.
There you go. That was Real Steel. Never mind the money. Wow, that was great stuff. This is Johnny T, Saturday Night Live and Local, Halloween night. Do we have any? Oh my God, with pegged everything. We got some goblins and stuff in here.
He's pegged a few meters in his life.
Oh, that one just pegged, man. I wasn't ready for it. Okay. Hey, who was in that band? Tell us again. It was Real Steel.
That was me, Scott Smalley.
And instruments. You were on drums.
I was on drums. Scott Smalley on bass and lead vocals. Dave Hasselbach on guitar, and he played the lead on that tune. And Paul Claff was the other guy. They both played a lot of leads. So Paul was from Parma, so the rest of us are from right here in T County. That was it.
So the lungs, that was Scott Smalley. Are you listening, Scott? When are you going to come on the show,
Scott.
man? Jeez, can't get you guys on here.
Yeah.
He's coming. He's going to come.
Yeah. So
Again,
Smalls,
he's already been on with Gus.
Yeah, I know he has. I played thousands of gigs with Smalls. So
Yeah,
you
different
know,
bands.
We lived together. That band Real Steel lived together for like 5 years or something.
Wow.
So we knew each other.
More than you wanted to, huh?
Yeah. It worked though. So,
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, so if you got any stories you want to jump in there with them about Real Steel on the road. Or
Okay.
keep it clean.
I will try. That was we were living in Cleveland then. We had a place on East 71st Street in the Slavic Village. So we played on the weekends under another name and put our hair in ponytails and stuff, and we played in like animal clubs and stuff, just enough that we could pay the rent. And
What are animal clothes?
Like mooses. And,
gotcha.
And
Eagles.
And eagles.
Yeah,
And yeah.
gotcha.
all-
Lions.
Right. And the elks. But we would do that and have enough money to get by the next week, buying ramen noodles and paying our bills. And
Who hasn't
Life
lived
on the road.
Yeah.
once in their
Hilltop, boys
lifetime?
and girls.
we had a studio in the basement of our apartment, and there are other people in the apartment building, I guess, must have liked music because we give them plenty of it. But that's when that tune came out, and like I said, that was on MMS. Then we got hooked up with this guy, Bill Peters, and he has a record label called Auburn Records in Cleveland, and he was kind of managing us, I guess, at the time. But and then we recorded like a full-length album at Beechwood Studios in Cleveland.
Will Yum.
Which was like the main studio up there. But and then we had a couple other tunes that got pretty popular, and we were getting big crowds of people for these all original shows. We were opening up for a lot of national acts that were big at the time, like on MTV, like the Bullet Boys and people like that.
Oh my God, we have a visitor.
Is there a guest?
It's the Grim Reaper.
So that's kind of where that was going. We played a lot of all original shows. Wags was up there a lot playing when we were. He had a band called Hate at the time. Awesome group. So everything was going real good with Real Steel. We had another song called Never Mind the Money that was on or not Never Mind the Money, I'm sorry, but I Rule the Radio. It was on a compilation album, Heavy Artillery.
Yeah.
Right. You was on that, wasn't you?
Yeah, I think Bleeder was on that.
Yeah. It was Heavy
What was that,
Artillery.
like 91?
Yeah, on Auburn Records. And that got kind of some people like that overseas and stuff. So that got quite a bit of airplay, like on college radio. And I think MMS was playing that one too. And then we got voted. We won this U.S. Rocker Magazine Best Unsigned Band contest over like 17 state area. And that kind of helped us get, more popular. And everything looked set for stardom. And then we were negotiating with Warner Brothers because this guy that managed us worked at WEA, Warner Electra in Atlantic. And then that's about the time Nirvana hit.
Oh, yeah.
And within about 2 months, you wasn't going to cut it with virtuoso guitar playing and soaring 3-part harmonies anymore. You had to get your flannel on and not sing, I guess. But anyway, that's what ended up happening to Real Steel. But a lot of good music, and we have still pre-production demos with enough tunes to do another 2 albums.
Bob, wouldn't you say that's the year that our generations became depressed all the time?
I think so, Wags. Yeah. We did actually, though, reconvene in 2008 and went and played at the Rocklahoma Music Festival in Tulsa, Oklahoma. There was like 90,000 people, I think, at that. Wow. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah, that'd be real cool. Who else was in the...
Oh, man.
all the biggies,
Ace Frehley, Queensryche, Triumph, Night Ranger.
Oh, wow.
A lot of people. I'm trying to remember who all was there. Armored Saint, Lita Ford.
Oh, yeah.
Dokken, Cinderella.
Oh, yeah.
It was a 3-day event, and it was like music, like 16 hours a day.
Wow, that would be awesome.
No, it was cool. So we did that, and we got some ideas. We're thinking about writing some more songs, but we got plenty we could redo and put out now. But it's just hard, 2 people live in Florida and 2 people live up here, so. It's tough,
wow. That'd be tough. Well, with modern electronics.
It can be done. Anything can be done. But I don't know if you wanted to play another one or.
Yeah, I'm going to stick this one in here. And I'd like to have Wags give us another intro here so we can get into. Hey, before we do it, we're going to play a song that was played on Stalker's Ridge.
Yeah.
Or would you like to play I Rule the Radio? How about I Rule the Radio?
Let's do I Rule the Radio, and then I'll give you a little background on Stalker's Ridge.
Okay, and then we can move into that one.
Okay.
All right, Wags, take over. Give us a couple screams and a couple. It's Halloween. You're allowed to scream.
This place is possessed.
was Real Steel. I ruled the radio. And this is Halloween night. We're doing a special show.
With some scary people.
Yeah. There's all kinds of scary There's all kinds of scary things.
Oh, yeah.
You sound like
Kool-Aid's
Macho
on the
Man.
loose.
Sound like Randy Savage.
This was one of my favorite songs.
No, we're not going to get into that one.
man.
Werewolves of London. We're playing all kinds of little clips.
Wag sounds like Randy Macho Man Savage.
Yeah.
I lived down the street
Without the body.
You know that, John? That's a quick side note for you. When I lived in Florida, I lived on the same block right down the street from Randy Savage.
Did you really?
Yeah, he used to drive a yellow, canary yellow Corvette, and he looked just the way he looked on TV. You know, seriously. And
That's where he lived, huh?
And a buddy of mine used to be he cooked at the Sunset Cafe.
You're kidding.
And Randy used to come in there and get 2 grouper sandwiches blackened almost every day, and he would bring them out to him. And when he would bring them out, Randy would be like, "Oh yeah."
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, too bad he died.
Oh,
man, you know?
man. That was
Yeah.
man, I miss that guy already.
Yep.
Yeah. So after Real Steel and stuff, we wanted to move and get
Forward, yeah.
Forward
I
here.
mean, we had a band, Power Cats, that was a blues rock band that played like 300 nights a year.
Yeah.
Really, it was me, Dave Hasselbach, and Scott Smalley from Real Steel. And we played all up and down, like in the Midwest and the East Coast, all the way to Florida, you know, and all the way, you know, out to Chicago and Indianapolis and places like that. And around here a lot, too. You know, a lot of people knew Power Cats around here. I think, and Wags, I think, can back me up on this, I think that was the first blues kind of blues rock trio or blues rock band that I can remember out of T County.
Yeah, I would almost have to say I didn't know of any that was doing that kind of stuff until you guys started doing
Yeah,
it.
kind of like Stevie Ray style kind of stuff. And then after that, a lot of that started happening. But you know, that's kind of where I was after that, playing a lot of that music and like guitar driven blues rock, like, you know,
Good stuff. That's
Hendrix and Stevie Ray and
Yeah.
Cream and, you know, that kind of stuff.
Cream, yeah. They were,
Yeah.
A guy named, Clapton? I think people might know him.
Yeah.
Was he famous?
Slow Hand. Was
Apparently he was. You
Lives
know.
in Columbus now.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Wow, let's go see him.
Yeah, he's married and lives in Columbus. He said he likes it. People leave him alone. He said maybe they just don't know who I am, and that's good too.
Yeah, I mean, he'd be swamped every day
Yeah.
if it wasn't for that. So we got a couple tunes here we can play from Power Cats.
Okay. What's that Live at Whitey's album?
Live at Whitey's.
Yeah.
We got One-Eyed Hustler.
Yeah, that the background on that is as a kid, I was a pretty good pool player for a kid. But the best pool player in town was a guy named Slick Bricker, and my mom's best friend's husband. And the guy had lost an eye. He only had one eye. But he was just a tremendous pool player. I mean, he had like a $300 cue stick back then. I thought that was cool, you know, right out of the chute. But they would let me play with him because I was pretty good for a kid. But so one day we were writing songs and Dave had this like shuffle blues kind of thing. And I said, I think I have a lyric that'll work with that. One-Eyed Hustler.
Wow.
So I think it's from the Live at Whitey's. We used to play a lot of gigs there. The place would be out the door with people.
Tell everybody where Whitey's is in case.
Whitey's is right before you get into Maslin, like on the Navarre-Maslin line.
Okay.
Excuse me, got a cold. But yeah, it's just a little roadhouse place. You know, not that big, but it rocked.
Okay. Well, we're gonna play that cut, and but first, I'm gonna play a little thing here, and then Wags is gonna take us into the song. Here we go. Hang on.
The curse of the mummy strikes again! The curse, I tell you!
Yeah. All right, here we go.
place is possessed.
They're among us, heroes and monsters. Wonders.
And there was. Man, this is Halloween.
That's Wag Daddy on a good roll.
He did the mash. He did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash.
We love it.
You should have learned that with Wags. You
It's
could have done
Halloween
it.
night.
Solo rendition.
I need a couple characters in there to do them little monster mash things.
There you go. It's Halloween night here on Saturday Night Live and Local. We got Wags and Bobby Stocker here giving us some metal to take us through the Halloween hour. And
Some scary stuff coming.
oh, there's some real scary stuff coming. And we may end up going over our time for all you listeners.
Yowza.
We just may run over a little bit tonight because we got a lot of stuff to cover.
When you work with Wags, you run over a lot.
That's okay.
He's got a lot going on.
Also, I want to make everybody aware that we're Facebook right now, DNP 102.3. Get on Facebook, make some comments, requests, whatever, stories. If you know these two guys, keep it clean. We can't put it on it. Well, maybe we can put some stuff on
Love
there.
and hate. We can accept a little hate too.
Because we know it's out there anyway.
Hey, thus the band. Hey,
Yeah.
Yep.
you've experienced it.
Wags
Very
turned it
hateful
into a
Halloween
creative
weekend.
statement.
But-
I'll give you all the hate you want.
Well, we're going to move in next hour. We're going to move into the deep, dark crevices of these two guys in their mind.
Tales from the Metal Crypt.
You know what? Before I forget, I got to interject this about
ahead.
Wags. That when Real Steel turned into Power Cats and us three, me, Dave, and Paul, there was a moment there where we were going to also be doing a 4-piece heavy rock band with Wags on the other guitar and singing. We would have had both these guys unbelievably being lead singers, him and Swally. And
Did get a demo.
Well,
but
yeah, we
it's kind of
recorded.
lost its way around the masses.
where is that demo?
I don't know. We're gonna have to dig that up some evening and pass that on.
We actually wrote and recorded how many songs?
There's about 8 to 10 on there.
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
And
I'd like
I-
to
Some
hear that.
different styles too, from heavy rock to kind of like Cadillac Down that Hass wrote was kind of like a bluesy Stevie
Funky
Ray,
kinda,
but heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice stuff.
And we had like an ACD-ish kind of tune. What
Oh
was-
yeah. Who's gonna lose?
Who's Gonna Lose?
That
it
was
was called.
original?
Yeah, it was all original.
All original.
Yeah, I'd like to hear that.
And Wags and me would go for lunch every day. We had to drive a few miles to this McDonald's, and that would be when the lyric sheet. We by the time we got back, we would have the lyrics for the song we were working. We were cutting a song a day. Is how we were doing it.
All
And
those chemicals in the McDonald's food.
it helped.
Oh, that pink
We
slime.
found that it helped. What was it? What was it was going to be called Love Drive? Am I right about that?
Yes.
With Love Drive, or no, it was
No.
going to be called Love Hunter.
Love Hunter.
Love Hunter.
Yeah.
Take that for whatever you want it to be.
When the
but
full moon's out and the
the Love
Love Hunter calls.
It's actually the name of a Whitesnake album, early one, I think. But yeah, so that's a little side note, but that would have been one brutal project for sure.
Yeah, that'd have been great. All that lineup would have been.
And the songwriting would have
How
never
y'all doing tonight?
Hey, we're doing okay here. How's everybody out there doing?
I said, how y'all doing tonight out there?
Get on the Facebook and make some comments. We don't have anybody talking to us. Where's everybody at?
Bobby, tell them about your show when you filled in for Hate, too, up at the...
Oh, yeah. Wags had a show opening for Dio's Disciples at the House of Blues in Cleveland. And the drummer he had at the time had a tour with somebody else in Europe. So Wags got me, and on short notice, I think I had 2 rehearsals, maybe? One?
Yeah.
Two rehearsals, I think. And my mom had just gotten diagnosed, was pretty sick. But we went and did this gig, and it was just like one of those nights. You know, we just completely
Perfect.
killed. It was killing. Some of it got recorded. We wish more of it would.
Unfortunately, somebody was staring at the ceiling instead of doing what they should have been doing.
But some of it got recorded. But we just was ripping that night. It was just like, so me and him, we don't really have much trouble playing together.
Yeah.
You know, we kind of are on the same groove, you know, so it's always been pretty easy.
And let's talk about that a little bit too, that you guys play for an AC/DC cover band.
Yeah, we're in a tribute
band
called Dirty Deeds, and it's two guys from Cleveland, a guy from Cuyahoga Falls, and then of course me and Wags, you know, live down here in T County, but and we play all over the place.
You guys are going to move on to some bigger places.
We're
further away.
Yeah, we're heading to where are we going? Maine,
Portland, Maine, Salisbury, Massachusetts.
Yeah, we're going up New England and
Grand Rapids, Michigan, Thanksgiving Eve.
Yeah, we're up. Yeah, we just played in Michigan, like,
and a bunch of stuff that's going on, but it's in the works right now, getting it all lined up. But Freddie DeMarco, who is a fabulous virtuoso, spearheads the project, and he does an amazing job of Angus, and John Welch handles Bon and Brian. He does a really good job, and then Mike Gatrell plays bass and holds down the thunder. Cliff Williams, iron handness of the steady eighth notes.
Yep. It's a good it is a really, really good band. And Freddie has DeMarco School of Music, where we have a laid out world-class studio that we can record in and do video. We just have a new promo video we just got done doing, so it's starting to float around. But yeah, it's awesome. If you ever get a chance to get out and see it, with a lot of summer festivals, like with 5,000-6,000 people, we've been doing a lot of those, and it's a blast.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, it's real fun. Me and Wags can travel together. That's the nice thing about having two guys from down here.
Yeah,
because they're all up there. Me and him can travel together. So it works out real good.
Cool. And we have some other things too here that we probably want to play. There was one about Stalker's Ridge. With Zach and was
Big Al.
Big Al.
Big Al.
He's been on the show.
He plays with Ren, and I play with them guys sometimes. Yeah, he's good friends with Wags. See, all these
Big Man was in Public Outcry.
Yeah, with Wags. So see, there's a circle again.
Yeah.
But that song is about Stalker's Ridge, where my dad grew up, and my last name's Stalker. So
right on, brother.
And he turned me on to that place. I used to work with him in the summer.
Bob, we should take 1 second and give a moment of silence for Lomi, too.
Yeah.
It's been so long since.
Yeah.
We want to give a moment of silence for Kenny Lomi Larkin, who was the original drummer for Public Outcry, and him and Bobby were really good friends. As I was. And
he died he got cancer and died 28 years old.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, brother.
Yeah, Kenny was an awesome drummer and a really one of a kind. Yep, one of a kind character, But yeah, I love that guy. My mom loved him too. My mom loved Wags too. I got to get that in there. My mom, Wags was one of them people could make my mom laugh till she cried, and he knew he could do it, and he liked to do that.
Oh yeah.
So they was good friends. My mom.
I have a lot of tales.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of ways I can take that, Wags, but I'll take it as stories.
Yes, please do.
So what you're gonna play? Anyway, the tune is about Stalker's Ridge, where where my dad grew up, and my dad got killed on Father's Day of '79 in a motorcycle wreck.
Terrible.
So I dedicated the tune to him. So I wrote all the lyrics, and Zach and Big Al put music to. It's one of the few times where I wrote the words first. They took it and put music to it, and then we did like a music video for it.
Okay.
But Stalker's Ridge.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that one, but first, Wags is gonna take us in with some Halloween, deep dark music.
I'm gonna devil into the archives here. I think Bob will realize this riff.
Break down.
This is Walter Cronkite of the CBS Evening News. There's been a mass killing, 9th Street, on the edge of town. Everyone lock your doors, because the killer is among you.
Halloween night.
Oh, I'm sorry, dear. I guess there just isn't any diplomatic way to tell a woman she looks like a witch.
Calm? Do murder and calm go together? Calm and murder? Murder?
Sit on this bridge. Well, Mark Nail was a short
I gone insane? Is this a nightmare?
There are far worse things waiting man than death.
See,
Was
I
that
can't
Wags?
do that.
Man, I wouldn't be able to talk for 3 days if I did that.
Yeah, don't try that at home, kids, because that could cost you to see a voice surgeon or something.
No, it's not for amateurs, please.
That's
don't.
everyday activity for Wags.
Well, that was a great song. That was a heartfelt song for you about your dad.
Yep.
Sweet.
Yep. I like it.
Yeah. And that kind of Pink Floydish
Yep.
sound to it, the vibe I got off of it.
Looked like a cross between Pink Floyd and Neil Young, maybe.
Okay. That was you and Bobby. I'm sorry. You're Bobby.
I'm Bobby.
You're Bobby. That's
Some
right.
days. On a good day.
That was you and was it Big Al?
Yeah, Big Al Grul and Zach Perillo.
So that was kind of like the Band of Shapes. Is that
Well, that was kind of like, I think we were calling ourselves Green Tea at the time.
okay?
And then later, Al went and he was playing with Ren a lot, and I played with Ren a lot too. And then Al was playing with Ren, and I was playing with Zach, and me and him and Vince Carpenter, a bass player friend of mine, and his uncle, actually, but they're the same age. They got a big Italian family.
I know about
Phil
them.
D'Alessandro. And we formed Band of Shapes between the four of us, and we did an album. We used to play around a lot and do a lot of Allman Brothers, a lot of originals, Grateful Dead,
Hi, Vince
Cream.
and Phil,
that
if you're
kind-
listening.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. So, and we did an album together that had a lot of cool tunes. We actually played a couple gigs over the summer. We played at Hog Heaven a couple times, once in the Philly, one outdoors, and up on a Sunday in Palau or whatever. But that's a good band, too. We still get together. A lot of fun. All these musical things are different, which I like it that way. I like to keep it fresh, different. And I want to interject something here too, talking about that, about Wags, because Wags is a metal madman, and a lot of, everybody knows that. But you would be really surprised to hear a lot of music that he's written that you wouldn't even think was Wags. Really, really great songs with great singing on them and stuff. That it's like clean stuff, I guess you would call it.
Well, thank you, sir.
Well,
Seriously.
really good music, some really heartfelt kind of stuff, even some ballads and some more easy listening kind of stuff,
Baby
Easy
cakes.
listening from Wags. I can't.
Yeah, that I know.
The
That's why I
softer
brought
side
it
of
up.
Wags.
I had to bring it up though, because just to let people know that he can shift gears like that and write all kinds of different stuff. He grew up before, like I did, kind of before metal hit, sort of.
Yeah, we listened to rock before heavy metal.
Yeah.
Foreigner.
Oh yeah, good, all that
Gary
stuff.
Weaver, Dreamweaver.
Dreamweaver.
That was a big album.
Gary
I used
Wright,
to lay in
yeah.
bed at night and be like, think I was on the Dreamweaver.
There was no
train.
guitar in that stuff, was there?
Oh, it was awesome.
Yeah.
And how about BTO, Not Fragile?
What
We
a
were-
heavy record that
And
is.
Freddie, we found out too, the three of us were all into that record when we were kids. Bachman Turner Overdrive, Not Fragile. So,
Yeah. I'm a little older than Wags, so.
well, so am I. We won't talk about that though.
Okay, I don't care if anybody
We're
knows
all
how
the
old.
same age.
Yeah.
Right, 29.
By the way, this is Saturday Night Live and Local. We got Wags and Bobby Stocker on here. Everybody knows, if I say Wags, everybody knows who Wags is. And Bobby Stocker, having a good time here on Halloween night.
Loving it.
This is DNP 102.3 FM on your dial. So if you're tuned in, stay tuned in, because we are probably going to go past 11 o'clock hour and work our way to the haunting hour.
Make sure you get your stagecoach in before it turns into a pumpkin.
Yeah.
So we got some frightening macabre style music coming.
Yeah, and we do. So put your kids to bed.
Not for the faint of heart.
No, put the kids to bed. These are reaching back into the crevices of these two gentlemen's mind.
Brutal as we can make it.
Yeah, it's gonna be scary. I'm glad there's like a table or a desk between us, because I don't want to get associated with this. Little things are coming up out of the floor.
Whoa.
Some of them crawling rats and hanging bats.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a couple of Band of Shape song here.
Okay.
We're going to play one of them, and we'll play one, and then we'll do our little radio thing here. And
Okay, which one you want to play? What one are you playing?
number 3 on this CD.
Probably My Own Cell.
Yeah.
I wrote that one.
Okay.
I wrote the lyrics. It's kind of about somebody being disturbed.
Was it about you and Wags? Or?
No, but he can relate.
Oh, I can definitely relate. I can actually be that entity once in a while.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's kind of deep.
Okay, I'm gonna run a couple things here real quick, and then we're gonna get into that song. Let's do this first, and then we'll do the song. We gotta we gotta do things.
You got to do what you got to do.
She's alive! Alive!
Happy Halloween, everybody. Whoopee.
All right, this is DNP 102.3. We are live on Facebook. If you'd like to make any comments on there, ask these two guys some questions. We got Bobby Stocker and Wags tonight for our special Daddy Wags.
Daddy Wags.
Can I give a quick Tony Iommi bend?
Absolutely, give it to us. Black Sabbath.
I am Iron Man.
That song scared me when I was a kid. I swear to God.
Ozzy Osbourne scared me.
And Wags told me the album cover for the first Sabbath scared him when he was a kid.
Getting crazy in here, ain't we?
Yeah. What the hell's in the air?
That was a scary looking album cover.
Oh yeah.
That first
Man,
Sabbath.
that was some really crazy days when that first Sabbath hit us.
Yep, you better believe it. It's like, this is kind of scary.
Yeah. Really scary, actually. I remember sitting in a car at the youth center in New Philadelphia in the alley. And who am I trying to think? Oh, you might know Dale Hilton.
Yeah?
We were in Dale Hilton's car and listening to Black Sabbath, and I got scared.
Well, that's pretty creepy, too.
And I was like
the
15.
song Black Sabbath.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was good stuff. That's perfect for Halloween, though. Give us another one of them real quick, Wags. That little... Man.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Amen, brother.
All right, that was great. Okay, we covered a lot of stuff with you, Bobby.
Yep.
Is there any other? Oh, we never played the Band of Shapes yet.
Oh, what, My Own Cell?
Yeah.
That's kind of Sabbathy riff.
Okay.
I think Phil D'Alessandro come up with that riff, for him and Zach. You know, and then I had the lyrics, so.
Okay, we're going to play that real quick, and
Okay.
you guys can sit back and relax while we play this.
that's great. Either I have a monster in my kitchen or I'm completely crazy.
I don't think you're crazy.
Oh, good. That makes me feel so much better.
Red Rock.
Actually, Sally, Halloween is revered as the day when the graves yawn and the dead rise.
Look, you get the thick candy corns up your nose.
Thing.
Red Rum.
It is Saturday Night Live and Local with Wags and Bobby.
Stephen Wags King.
Yeah. Wags and Bobby Stalker. We're having a lot of fun here tonight. It's about 10 after 10 now, and we can move into some...
To you, O earth and sea. For the devil sends the beast with wrath, because he knows the time is short. Let him who hath understanding reckon the number of the beast, for it is a human number. Its number is... We just won't say it.
We're having a blast here in the studio tonight. This is Halloween. A lot of strange things going on. I don't know what it is. Something in the air tonight is just... That's a Phil Collins song, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Anyhow, I digress. Wow. Anyhow, we're going to move on now, and still Bobby's going to still stay around, and we're going to bounce back and forth between you two, and we're going to run some songs here. And I think one of the songs that you wanted to start with, Wags, it's called Badass.
Yeah, that's a little startup to a little shred fest, just to loosen up the nubs a little bit and get that little fingers working on the fretboard a little bit.
Well, that's what we're gonna run into. We're gonna play that. I think right now we'll just go ahead and play that. But hang on a second. That was Badass by Daddy Wags. Daddy Wags on drums. Daddy Wags on guitar. Daddy Wags on bass. Anything else you played on that song?
Attitude.
Daddy Wags with the attitude for our Halloween night.
Laid it all down at the shred shed.
The shred shed. I like it. What are you going to do for us right now? Wags?
Oh, I'm feeling a little shreddy on the witching hour, so a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Oh, he's quite harmless, except when crossed.
The curse of the mummy strikes again! The curse, I tell you!
It is a curse. Awesome shredding by Wags himself. Hey, you want to tell us about that badass song that is the title, Badass by Wags?
Yeah, that's off the Buzzkiller 4 CD, which we'll be getting into a few of the brutaler songs of that album, which Mr. Stalker had a hand in the lyrical format. And that original instrumental there was just something I woke up one morning over a cup of coffee and it just started to come out of me, and it felt good, it felt heavy, and it felt righteous. So I decided to make it a permanent fixture in the musical catalog.
A display of brutality.
Yes.
Where do you get your inspiration, Wags? I mean, you just seem to come up with stuff off the top of your head, and there it is. It's a song.
Well, first of all, I just have a love and a love for life itself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And every day that I wake up is a beautiful, special day that I get to pick the axe up and I get to play. I have a great job that allows me to not do a whole lot of heavy labor, which I'm definitely not into. I'm all about the fretboard, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you want to make waves on the fretboard, you cannot grind those hands down to the bone because they'll be worthless.
Yeah, you don't want to break
So
any
we just
fingers.
wake up every day and we approach it with the same mentality of just practicing every day and recording, trying to get better at the studio.
Yep.
Trying to get better with the musicians I play with, trying to stay rock solid and bulletproof mentally.
Yep.
And that's what we do every day.
Some of the mixes that I heard that we were playing a little bit earlier before you guys started on the air were awesome mixes.
Oh,
I mean, they
yeah.
sounded over these studio speakers. They never sounded that good.
Yeah,
I mean, that
just
was
think
great.
I don't even know what I'm doing yet.
I think you
No,
do.
I think that's like natural ear that you have. You know that you can.
But I thank you. I
They
mean,
happen
everybody
quick.
says it's sounding better. So
It happens fast, too. It don't take him long.
I know. And that's what amazes me. It's like right off the top of your head, you're reciting something that's like, where the hell did that come? I mean, where the heck did that come from?
How many was it in like 14 months? Written, recorded, and done?
90.
That's a lot of tunes to write.
That's
record.
a lot of tunes.
Yeah, when I was over over by the old Schneider's manufacturing building where Pat Maculitis had his business and some rental stuff that he did there, he let me have a room, which was very, gracious of him, and I appreciate the time that he gave me. But I cranked out quite a few riffs over there because I could fly over there and do the songs whenever I wanted to because I was only 5 or 6 blocks away from it.
Oh, yeah.
So I might get up at 2 in the morning and have a musical inspiration and stay there till 7 or 8 in the morning, tracking out the rhythms. Go home and go to bed for an hour or two, go back over and start, getting back on it.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's what it takes, I mean, you got to stay
driven.
into it. Yeah, you got to stay into it.
Yeah. And there's some great stuff we're going to
Oh,
play
man.
here. And if you tell us you can either play something or we can play off of that CD. And
Yeah, why don't we look for a track off of it? Can we start out with Brain Splitter?
Brain Splitter. Let's see.
Bobby wrote the lyrics. I come up with the music. And, Bobby, you want to go ahead and explain what that's about?
It's about a psychotic killer, basically. See, the way this works is he has these ideas. He stops by the house and says something along the lines of, I got a title called Brain Splitter. When I get off in the morning, he said, can you have lyrics for it that are like absolutely brutal about, torture, mayhem, blood, all the right ingredients. So then I go to work on that, and then he picks up the lyrics, and then the next day when he comes by, the tune's done, and he's singing my lyrics and his riffs, and
By the way, don't try this at home.
What we want to point out is that our generation was able to write gory, brutal stuff and not actually go out and do it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
they didn't arrest you.
We know between reality and fantasy, and I hope the rest of them can understand it.
And people like watching the Three Stooges. You know that if you took a drill to somebody's head, it's not gonna
exactly.
So don't try these things at home.
They're just gory tunes, like a gory movie. You know, that's all.
So this is the Brain Splitter.
Well, let's put it on.
Demented mind of mayhem performs his grisly work. His blood-soaked butcher's apron, a shroud where evil lurks. Within this lair of death, he burns the midnight oil. She draws her dying breath. The dissection is her toil.
He is the
cowboy. And my and I'll need a nail. This is going to be delightful. My dear. Oh, my dear. Such a precious sound.
That was Bobby Stalker's lyrics and Wags on the guitar, and that was pretty dark, deep song there.
The brain
Delicate, uplifting, happy tune.
Hey, appropriate for Halloween,
Yeah.
though. I'm going to play a couple things here first, and then we're going to come right back and talk about that song.
Go to sleep.
I tell you, so a ghost.
Go on. Ghosts, spooks, skeletons, kid stuff. There are no such things as ghosts.
I can cause accidents too.
I am Dracula. I bid you welcome.
Keeper of the dead, king of graveyards. Hear our call, make your presence known. Rise to our call.
We will be leaving very soon.
And here we're live at Saturday Night Live and local with Wags and Bobby Stalker here. We're having a good time tonight, and we're playing some metal from the dark side. And these are all original songs.
They're original, and they are nasty, and they're brutal.
That's because you are Wagula.
Yes, Count Wagula.
You want to talk a little bit about that song we just listened to there?
Brain Splitter?
Brain Splitter.
That's Wags' idea. As usual, just like, hey, can you write something that's going to be called Brain Splitter and make it as brutal as possible?
I found
I'll
it very,
pick up the lyrics in the morning. Make sure you have them done, basically.
I found it very soothing that he drug his victims to the basement for final inspection and disposal.
See where we're coming from on this stuff?
Yeah. It's Halloween. You need that stuff.
The disclaimer is it's all in good fun, people.
Take her easy.
Good stuff. I like that song. And you put all the sound effects in that song for us.
Yeah.
Wags. The drill, was it a chainsaw? Saw. Yeah, that was good stuff.
Electric
Screams.
shockers.
The screams, the cattle prods.
Yep. We had a bunch of, he actually did. I don't want to
The
say
garden
it.
rake. Let's not forget the garden rake.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're raking
Flesh
the
ripped to the bone with the garden rake.
Exquisite.
You're enjoying this way too much,
I
man.
know. I should be like Vincent Price was on like some of them albums. I should be like one of them narrators, you know?
Yeah. Like
The Black Widow. Isn't she lovely? Her
Was that
venom
him
is
on-
25 times potent of the rattlesnake.
Wow.
That was on that Cooper album, wasn't it? Is that where that was at?
Yeah, Welcome to My Nightmare.
Yeah, I thought so. Alice.
And we're going to play, you want to play another riff for us, a few riffs?
Yeah, we'll do another final barrage here, and then we'll try to cram as much tunage in as we can.
Some deep dark tunage. Take it away, Wags.
but you will never take my dignity!
Oh, didn't I mention it? We're vampire hunters, professional vampire hunters.
This is Edgar Allan Poe.
Your legend still looms large. From the raven to the telltale heart, the evil stays in charge. Twisting mind and torture soul, with the shovels dig your hole. Wish burning bright, everything black, there is no light. Why so low your spirit was to drag you down? Feel the cold wet ground. Why can't you hear me? Why can't you see me? Why can't you hear me? I'm falling down.
Living in a shack-on shack. You may find yourself in another part of the world. And you may find yourself in a beautiful house. How did I get here?
She's a dragon in the opium den. Whirling thoughts of dark and dream. Nothing feels the way it seems. In the area alone, you take the better for one more home. Why can't you hear me? Why can't you see me? Why can't you hear me? Why can't you see me? I'm falling down. How so far you took the plunge to live your life without the sun. Madness rays that beats you up, leaves you alone all by yourself. Take up your pen and try to find the strength to write just one last line. Trembling feel you're not to blame, but no one has to be insane. Oh, when the end is near, you know shame. The dog is saying it will help you in your pain. It will help you in your pain.
Hey, that was a Wags tune there. That was a great Edgar Allan. Oh,
yeah.
He's a freaky dude, isn't he?
Yeah,
he's
Mr.
beautiful.
Stalker cranked out some killer lyrics for that one.
Wow.
I'm a fan of Edgar Allan
Oh,
Poe.
me too. I have been since high school. 'cause
Me too.
I had a high school teacher, English teacher. We had a modern short story, and he'd read the class. I was like 10th grade. He'd read Edgar Allan Poe, and he was so good at it. I mean,
Yeah.
you're sitting on the edge of your chair. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, wow, this is cool.
Yeah,
I'll give
he's
Mr.
awesome.
Twelves a plug here. He was my high school
There
teacher.
you go. He
But-
got you on the right path.
Oh, man. That was great stuff. So, Mr. Wags, Daddy Wags, you did all the instrumentation on this.
Yeah, I did did all the instruments and everything that you're hearing that we've been doing. I do out at the shred shed. So all those recordings is just me slowly trying to get a groove on the mixes and getting the levels out of the red and, you know, just tightening things up and just keep working, you know what I mean? But then I added all those effects, which are just actually special effects you get on a disc and you just drop them in and edit them. And it just kind of worked out, you know what I mean? Some of these songs we just go into, we're just writing them right as we're doing them, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's just amazing. I mean, even if I wasn't part of the songwriting, I'd be like, wow, I can't believe these things come out like they did.
I looked out the window when that siren came on.
Yeah.
I thought we were getting busted.
And then if you listen closely in the second verse, he's throwing glasses against the wall because he's frustrated. The kid's crying, and he can't get his job done.
Yeah.
And there's a train that goes by because he's the window's open while he's working. You know, little things like that make a cool song, almost like a Queensryche level type of.
Trying to make the tune almost visual, too.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. The words are real descriptive in those
Exactly.
songs. Yeah, great stuff. And we're gonna go to another song here that you said you want to step it up, listen to some songs here since it's Halloween.
Yeah, and this is another one that Bobby had a major part in. He wrote the lyrics for Mr. Richard Ramirez.
The Night Stalker.
Yeah, you're scaring me, Bobby. I'm listening to all these lyrics. I'm getting scared.
This is my alter ego.
Yeah, but this one was a really put together song, and I used a Antera's voice modeler to use on the voices that you're about to hear. This one's real bizarre.
It's almost like a King Diamond kind of
Okay.
production.
Yeah. All right, we're going to step into that one. We've got a couple little things I want to do here first, and then we'll go right into the song.
Don't be afraid. He won't hurt you.
They don't see each other. They only see what they want to see. They don't know they're dead.
You're a real monster now, and that means you're playing in the big leagues with the big boys. I got 50 years of missed Halloweens all smushed up tight inside me, just bursting to get out. This isn't just any night, it's our night. And when it finally comes, We got to terrify.
Richard! Oh, Richard! Would you come down here, honey? Would you please take the trash out for me? And turn that goddamn devil music off upstairs. Thank you, honey.
Little Ricky was Texas born and bred, was a mama's boy, his childhood friends had said. Then as a teenage at his cousin's place, he watched him shoot his wife in the face. A veteran of war, who raped and killed and sowed the seed of blood that spilled. Moved to LA where the killings began. City held in fear of the boogeyman. 13 people, oh, they lost their lives. Would have been more, but he botched his strides. His mind started to cry.
The LA Police Department said that the Night Stalker has struck again on the west side of Los Angeles. All single women, please lock all your windows before
Guns, knives, and tyrants were used. Brutally beaten, raped, and abused. Slide through a window, unlocked door. Blood and dust raging from more and more. You just keep going a world of crime. This is the cold without a time. Left his print in a stolen car, San Francisco murder affair. Look at the paper, he saw his face, took off one foot and tried to escape. Relentless citizens ran him down. He senseless to the ground.
Richard! Richard, would you come downstairs? The principal has called 2 or 3 times today. He says you're behind in your schoolwork and everything. I'm taking away your Highway to Hell album.
of our brave citizens.
We're not gonna listen to this devil music anymore. Richard!
Now he sits upon death row, married to his pen pal. Time moves slow. Isolated and under protection, closer each day to lethal injection. Oh, Ricky, why must you kill? Oh, Ricky, why must you kill?
That was Daddy Wags, a song written by Bobby Stocker. Is that right? Am I right?
Yes, the lyrics I wrote, and of course Wags did all that unbelievable
Richard
music, production, voices.
I can't do the Richard part.
Me neither. Only
Richard! There it is.
That's how it's done.
When you come down here!
How old is Richard?
He's dead. He just got lethal injection. Bye-bye.
Oh, no, they never did get that. Didn't he die?
No, he
first?
died of something, didn't he?
Yeah, they didn't. I don't think they got to execute him. I think he
Died of
kicked
natural
off.
causes? Or
Yeah.
did they beat him to death?
It could have been.
Yeah.
Natural causes, okay. All right, he gets to slide out, I guess. He should have been brutalized.
Yeah, they should have tortured him a little bit.
Yeah.
Wow, I love it.
Night Stalker.
It's Halloween.
Yeah.
For God's sake,
Exactly.
we got to do that.
A little
Damn it.
torture. Yeah, it's
Exactly.
always good to have a little torture.
Yeah, I mean, look what the guy did, man.
Yeah.
An eye for an eye. Sometimes
Exactly.
It's Halloween.
Exactly.
Or
It's Halloween.
more. Yep.
And I won't say. Anyhow, we got another song that we want to do here.
Yeah, I want to premiere this song. This song is a project that Mike Derringer, I want to give a shout out to Mike.
And Mike, he commented on Facebook. He said, "Great show so far, guys. Loving the metal."
Awesome. But yeah, I want to give a shout out to Mike, who's doing a fabulous job on the rhythm tracks, and just the songs that he's writing are just awesome. But we're kind of like working together, and his project is going to be called Breaking the Halo.
Uh-huh.
And this song called Atlas is a song that is the first song that we tracked out that's going to be on his album, and we'll check it out right now. And song by Mike Derringer.
All right. This is DNP 102.3, Saturday Night Live and Local, and this is Halloween Night Special. Wow. Deep, dark metal.
Wasteland,
be really dead, that must be glorious.
Quoth the raven, nevermore.
There was Edgar Allan Poe. But that song that we just listened to, we had to throw them in because it was Halloween. But the song we just listened to, give us the name. Who wrote it?
The song is titled Atlas, and it is written by Mike Derringer. Hello, Mike. Hope you're listening. Obviously you are. You texted us earlier. And this is part of his brainchild, Breaking the Halo. And we're currently at the Shred Shed Studios working on his debut freshman release that will be out hopefully sometime next year. I mean, I don't if he was here, he could tell you more details, but maybe one night when we get more songs, we can bring Mike on and do a little chit-chatting.
Yeah, he actually said, hey, Atlas, now that's a great song. Thanks for playing it, he said.
That's great.
On Facebook, so.
You're welcome, Mike, and thanks for shredding out and playing it perfect.
Maybe you can give us that info on the next message.
Exactly.
Yeah, he can get back on there, Mike, and say hello and tell us the info that we need.
Exactly.
So we're going to move on
to a real ghastly, ghoulish,
grisly,
brutally vicious song.
Don't forget bloody.
Bloody.
Gotta have a good dose of blood in there.
It's Red Rum Night.
It is, and we're going to play this song.
The blood runs red, Daddy.
Ooh, it runs deep and long.
It's the Clawhammer Killer. Hey, Wags, how come you're not on some big stage in Germany and all these festivals they play around the world?
Well,
He's been on a few.
we've been on a few of them, and we wanted to go back, but we had a slight defunct. A member chose to pull out on the gig 2 weeks before the Big Bird was going to head for Germany, so we had to cancel that show.
Well, that sucks.
And if I would have known it was going to happen, I could have put this guy behind the throne, and we could have went and did the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that kind of blew my opportunity with Hate, because we had a killer slot. And, when you screw those type of gigs up over there,
next,
you're blackballed. You know what I mean? It's never been the same since. I don't know if it'll ever be the same, but I got a lot of stuff on the internet. I have a lot of fans worldwide that come on the internet, and from us playing in the tribute band, we're gaining tons of new fans.
Cool.
And, that's the best thing you can do is when you talk to these people is just pass your music on to them. The gift of music is the best thing you can give, other than love.
Yep. Keeps on giving.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're coming up on the hour that we're supposed to quit, but we're not going to do that just yet.
Awesome.
We're going to run past. So everybody hang on. Fasten your seatbelts. Make sure the kids are in bed. And hang on to your significant other, because we're going to play some stuff that's going to scare you. And really, really scare you.
Boo.
But first, we have to say, we're DNP 102.3.
And about the brain. I don't want to repeat Frankenstein's mistake and revive a vicious, unmanageable brute. This time the monster must have no will of his own, no fiendish intellect to oppose his master.
Why do you delight in torturing?
All right. Hey, we ran over there with a little who's trying to sneak in there.
Why do you delight in torturing me?
Who are you? Who? Tell me, who are you?
I like that version better.
I like it all.
This is DNP 102.3. We're running a little over tonight with Saturday Night Live.
I
and local.
want to bite your now.
Oh, God. It's Halloween. We're moving toward the witching hour here.
Click on to the bloodbound clatter.
Cool. We love it. We're going to run into a song here that you want to talk about a little bit before we
The
play?
Killer Clown?
The Killer Clown.
Bobby wrote those lyrics, too.
Bobby, you are scaring me. I never knew this was in you.
Bobby's had a big hand in his brutality. But this one's about John Wayne Gacy, am I correct?
Yeah, exactly. Killing people and basically burying them in the crawl space under his house.
Laying a little lime down to try to alleviate the fermentation of the dead corpses that are laying around.
I bet the odor in the neighborhood.
A proniferous odorous, I might add.
How do you keep the cats away?
Wow. How did he do it for
What
so
a
long?
freak.
What I want to know.
Yeah.
What a fruitcake.
Yeah. Well,
The clown.
But you're going to sing about it right now.
Oh, yeah, this is a tasty morsel.
Is this one of the ones you're doing all the instrumentation and
Yeah, I'm
sound
doing
effects?
everything, but actually Jim Dofka, who is quite the shred master, world class, Mr. Stalker can attest to
Oh, yeah,
that.
one of the best.
He handles the main lead work in this song, so there's going to be some real high-level playing going on in that lead break.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to play Killer Clown here.
Awesome.
This place is...
He's a killer clown. Dead bodies under the house. He'll only bring you frown. This killer clown. Enter the circus of horrors. Enter the circus shadows of death, into the circles of now, you draw your last dozens of bodies found under the house, the basement, the flesh. Once in there was no way out, blood trapped in flesh. No one got away alive, something still breathes. For one who would survive, would end again.
3611, this is car 23. We've got Mr. Casey in sight. Traveling at a high rate of speed. We're trying to keep him on sight.
There was Killer Clowns. Mr. Wags, Daddy Wags.
Killer Clown.
That was a killer
Pretty
song.
brutal.
That was
Death
brutal.
turns your smile to a frown.
Dude killed 32 people.
Yeah.
Boy, it's sad.
And stuffed them under his house. And what were you saying? They were kids.
Yeah, they were young. There was a few that was in their mid-20s and stuff like that, too.
One of them
This guy was
escaped.
whacked out, man.
That's how they got him. One of them got away.
Yeah.
And that was how they finally busted him. But wow.
See, and we just liken our approach is the same. It would be like Stephen King or any of those dudes that write horror movies. We're just writing horror songs. It's all in good fun, and as sick and demented as you think it is, we actually find pleasure and fun in it just because we know we know it's like just a song.
Right. Yeah,
You know
we
what
don't
I
want
mean?
anybody to jump off a building or start killing people.
It's so brutal. It's just fun. It's just funny, you know.
Well, you know, people sometimes, there's some people out there that just
They
blow
do
my
take
mind.
it and run with it, don't they?
Yeah, and then there's other people who think, oh my God, you're playing that stuff on the radio. It's like, you know what? Lighten up a little bit. You know,
Exactly.
It's
Take
fantasy.
it easy.
And it's a story about a real person.
Yeah, it really happened. So it's
Because if you don't, we'll have to dismember your enemy.
exactly.
What? You don't like me?
That one's yours, Wags. I think you did everything. Lyrics, music.
Yeah, this one's a brutal one. It's about anti-government establishment, total government rule, and just the people being fed up with it and needing and knowing a change is in order. So they just get a little brutal with the White House.
So dismember your enemies.
Yes.
Well, we're going to play that in about 2 seconds.
What was that?
The world is a vampire. Sent to
dismember your enemy.
Dismember That was killer song.
A little fast, isn't it?
Oh, man, that thing was, what'd you say, 220 beats per minute?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Giddy up, cowboy.
Yeah.
How do you remember dismember?
I don't know if I would remember it if I dismember or whatever.
Probably like
but
80 tunes ago.
all I know is I wrote it, and I've written probably close to 1,500 compositions, so.
Wow. And you can remember?
I don't know if I can remember them all, but I know that I started when I was 12 years old, and I was writing with one string. I know I was writing songs. I wasn't playing to get better.
Yeah.
I was writing songs.
Yeah. Wags, always. But always been writing tunes since I've known you. Constant.
And I'd like
I
to.
mean, constant.
That's pretty scary, all that stuff.
Oh,
going on in
yeah,
your head,
yeah.
man.
Yeah. And now I'd like to hit him with the giant knuckleball to end the evening out.
Yeah, we're gonna end it. We went over a little bit tonight, but that's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
That's all right. Don't be sorry. It's Halloween.
The music dictated.
Yes, that's right. We had to get the stuff in. It was awesome
Beautiful. I
stuff.
appreciate you letting us share
Yeah,
your
thanks
time
for
with
letting us come
everybody.
on here.
Oh, no
It's
problem. It was a
fun.
lot of fun. A Halloween night. I mean,
Good time.
we're gonna get you guys recording all this, and
Cool.
you can
Gracias.
use it
Cool.
as you please. Anyhow, we're going to do this last song here, and this is like a 180 for Wags. And this is just kind of show that, there's this metal Wags, but there's this other side of Wags. And you said this is a little jazzier.
Yeah, it's like a tune that you would consider to, send out to somebody very special. You know, like
Significant other?
like an elegant evening with the other, and
You
maybe
like
get
this one,
close
don't you,
and
Vanessa?
up and personal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot to mention it. Vanessa's here in the studio with us.
Yeah,
taking
look at
pictures.
all the hard work she does. The photos for the bands.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff, V. Appreciate it.
And before we do this last song, I just want to mention you guys are in Dirty Deeds, which is a tribute band for
Dirty
AC.
deeds and the done
Yes.
the cheap.
Check us out
Dirty
online,
deeds and the done the
dirtydeedsusa.com.
cheap.
Cool. So you guys are really taking off with that, and that's a great thing.
Yeah, it's going really good.
Yeah, and a lot of talented people in that band.
Yeah, oh, it's awesome.
I've heard a lot of the stuff that Vanessa here has recorded, and it sounds really good.
Yep.
And also, I want to thank Chad, our engineer here tonight, who's been,
Hooray for Chad.
Yep.
Chad's been here all night.
Keeping it cranking.
Appreciate it, brother.
Keeping it cranking.
Keeping my head above water here.
Somebody's got to.
And this is DNP 102.3 with Johnny T, and we're listening to Wags. And
This one's Lonely Romance.
Lonely Romance is the name of the song. I want to thank you guys.
Thanks for having us.
in. This is fun.
Bye
night.
bye. Happy
Great
Halloween.
time.
Fun night. Let's do this. Happy romance.
Thank
Saw you on the street corner, babe, in that Give me something, baby. Give me something the woman could never give me. Oh, you love me. And there was never any doubt. We were down and out on a lonely road, man. Two lovers crossed paths. Thought it would take a chance on a lonely, lonely romance. Spit-a-bop-bop, spit-a-bop-bop, spit-a-bop-bop-bop-bop-bop-bop-boo.
There it was. You'd have never known that was Big Daddy Wags. Great song. And Daddy's going to say something here before we go.
Hey, thank you very much, people, once again, and stay safe tonight, and have a ghoulish Halloween evening.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Wags. Hey, and next week, next Saturday night, we're going to have some guy with some more stories, Sam Hitchcock. He's actually going to be our guest DJ next week, next Saturday night, and Saturday Night Live. And he's got a lot of stories for us, and he'll be here. This is Johnny T, signing off.